decision makers do not have a clear idea of the cost of printing. We have this statement here. I know the cost of printing or copying a page. People have the opportunity to tick that box and say in our survey, yes, I do. Only 37% of decision makers did overall. Here in the UAE, it's only 9%, for instance. So all that white space represents people who say, no, I don't really know the cost of printing or copying a page. And we ask further questions around what kind of differential is there between black and white and colour. We asked about why they don't do this. And interestingly, it was felt that they didn't know how, that they don't have the systems in place. Even those who were measuring the cost of printing and copying a page were doing so in quite basic, rudimentary ways. Maybe just looking at usage once a year from a department as a whole, and only flagging things if their spend was 50% higher than it was last year. There's no sophistication. Well, it's very rare to find sophistication in this particular area. So it came as no surprise when we looked at here specifically in the Middle East. Are you satisfied with the way you currently measure your spend on print? You've got 29% saying dissatisfied, almost 1 in 3. Yet they haven't done much about this. And to try and understand that, we asked about this, and it does come down to them not knowing what to do about this. They have done it in the way they always have. They assume they can't fix that. We try to do things. There's a limit, but no way to ensure that it's observed. They, in a way, feel powerless around this. And so restrictions are typically in place, but there's no real way of enforcing it without the technology to help them do that. And in many ways, that was possibly the most striking feature here. So there's the measurement of print costs, there's the dissatisfaction, and there's the lack of education coming together, I think. And that's really at odds with the technological embracing that's going on in these countries. So we are very much technologically forward, but when it comes to management, I think there's an education issue, there's a perception issue, and we have to get over the way, the current way of thinking that what worked 5 years ago will work today. So that's a very brief tour of findings. Let me just leave this slide on for a few minutes to recap the 5 bullet points that I've come up with. There are obviously a lot more findings in the research, and I know the team here will be releasing that and talking about it further and further. So you're probably sick of the sound of my voice, so I'll hand over now to Hendrik and